Consider this auction hung at least now. Madonna does not want anyone to pick up her personal belongings because she filed an emergency court order in New York to stop the auction start today. A court order was filed on the Unit Must Have It Collectibles, Inc. from the sale of her personal belongings at the auction. Among the items originally on the auction was a letter from Tupac and a couple wearing underwear. However, according to the 6th page, the order was successful, as the Manhattan Supreme Court ordered Gerald Leibovitz should have it. Collectibles take off a lot of items related to Madonna from the company's rock and roll themed auction and the relevant site. I was shocked to learn from the planned Shakur auction letter, and I did not know that Shakur's letter was no longer in my possession, the pop icon said in the lawsuit documents. According to the 6th page, while more personal items were taken out of the auction and down the site, several dozen items related to the Material Girl are currently available for bidding on the internet, including t-shirts which she wore, signature photos and other Tupac's letters made specific headlines when he was first made public earlier this month, because it turned out that the former spouses broke up because of the race. Can you understand what? For you it is evident with the Negro not in any way to jeopardize your career. If all this makes you seem that much more open and interesting, the letter is partially read. But for me, at least in my previous perceptions, I felt because of my image, I would bring half the people who made me to who I thought I was. I never meant to hurt you. Meanwhile, the second love letter written by Madonna and turned to Jay, as considered, the former John Enos also made a splash, because the singer has ventilated about Whitney Houston Sharon Stone's successful career. It's so unambiguously unpleasant to read that Whitney Houston is in a musical career. I would never have a career with Sharon Stone, not because I want to be with these women, because I prefer to die. But they are so awfully mediocre and they always pass as examples of virtue and a kind of measure of humiliating me, she allegedly wrote. Later, the Stone reacted to the news with a public message from Madonna in social networks. Dear Madonna, first of all, it seems to me absurd that someone is publishing private letters, therefore I publish it publicly. You know that I'm your friend. I wanted to be a rock star at some particular moments. I felt like mediocre, as you two described, we know. As soon as those who survived for so long that owning our own mediocrity is the only way to our own strengths, to become everything that we both become, she wrote. I love and adore you. Not a friend against you nor an intrusion into our personal journeys.